So hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Burns and I'm here yet again to do another YouTube video. This YouTube video is most disturbing Disney secrets. Now this might destroy my entire childhood because I loved Disney when I was a child. In fact, I still watch some Disney films now. I mean the really old ones like Lion King and Toy Story and that because it was part of my childhood. If people think it's childish to watch it when I'm 23 years old, I don't give a shit. They were part of my childhood and I'm not going to stop watching them for anybody because they're amazing films. So yeah, this could destroy my whole childhood. I mean, I've been to Disneyland in Florida 3 times. I've never been to the Paris one, and I've never been to the California one, but the proper one in Florida, the original one, I've been to 3 times, and I loved it. That's what got me into Disney so much when I was young, obviously, as well as the films, The Lion King, Toy Story, that kind of thing, A Bug's Life, all that kind of thing. So yeah, this could destroy my entire childhood. Anyway, just before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I'm a little bit disappointed because I've been doing these videos now for a couple of weeks and I've put out loads of videos. Well, I say loads. I've been putting out, trying to put out videos as often as I can. I mean, it doesn't always happen that it doesn't always work out that I can do it every day, but I try and do it every other day. And if I can't do it every other day, then, I try my best to do it as often as I can. And as I say, it doesn't always work out that I can. But I'm a little bit disappointed because I put out maybe 7 or 8 videos, reaction videos, and I've had views because I've seen the views on my obviously on my videos because I check my videos every day to see if I've had views, but I'm not getting any subscribers and it's disappointing. I mean, the only subscribers I've got is my friends. Well, not all my friends. 3 of my friends they've subscribed. That's it. No one since I've been putting these videos out have subscribed. Now, this could be because you don't like my videos or you don't like me. I'd like you to put in the comment section below why the reason is that nobody's subscribing to me, because I really like to know, because I want to sort it out so that whatever people don't like about me or don't like about my videos, I can sort out and try and get more subscribers. Anyway, let's do this video. As I say, it could destroy my whole childhood. Hope you enjoy.
The most disturbing Disney secrets. The lack of mother characters. Most of the characters in Disney films have lost their mother. Bambi's mother gets killed in Bambi. Ariel grows up without a mother in The Little Mermaid. Quasimodo's mother gets violently killed at the beginning of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Cinderella was raised by her stepmother, and Snow White was raised by the evil queen. Walt Disney wrote stories centered on death and the loss of mother characters because he was reeling from the loss of his own mother. He blamed himself for her death. She died in a carbon monoxide poisoning in the home that he bought for his parents. The furnace leaked, and while his father survived, his mother wasn't so lucky. The guilt stayed with Walt Disney his whole life and is frequently showcased in his work. Toy Story and The Shining. One of the biggest horror films of our generation, Stephen King's The Shining, has a lot more in common with the beloved Toy Story films than you might think. In Toy Story, the carpet in Bully Sid's house is the same carpet found in the terrifying Overlook Hotel in The Shining. Also, the number 237 frequently reappears in the Disney movie, the same number of the most haunted room in the Overlook Hotel in the Stephen King's film. Yes, Toy Story 3 director is a fan of The Shining. Communism. The Motion Picture Alliance for the Preservation of American Ideals was co-founded by Walt Disney. The alliance helped members of the House Un-American Activities find suspected communists in the film industry. He believed that the Screen Actors Guild was involved in communism and fought against them for a long time. His animators went on strike, and his anger was directed at many labor organizers. This controversy followed Walt Disney around for the rest of his life, and his overpowering fear and anger towards communism stuck with him for the remainder of his career.
Just weird.
Accidental monorail death. There was an awful accidental death in Disneyland back in 1966 when 19-year-old Thomas Guy Cleveland was struck by the monorail and killed when he was trying to sneak into the theme park. The security guard was yelling at him to get off the track, but it was too late, and Cleveland's body was dragged 30 to 40 feet before the monorail stopped, and the security guard had to remove his body from under the track with a water hose. There have been several other cases of people dying on rides, something that is not known publicly.
That doesn't give me fucking
Incestuous fish.
In Disneyland.
All clownfish are technically born male, but they can still mate with one another because they are all hermaphrodites. So male clownfish turns himself into a woman in order to make babies for the colony. In Finding Nemo, Nemo and his father Marlin are the only 2 clownfish in that part of the ocean, so they're going to have to mate so that they can repopulate their colony. It's an unsettling truth that most audiences wouldn't know unless they were knowledgeable on the subject of clownfish. But when you do find out this disturbing fact, you can't forget it. Talk about an awkward sequel. Blatant sexism. Animator Mary T. Ford applied for a job at Disney back in 1938, but was turned down for the position because she was a woman. The rejection letter stated, "Women do not do any of the creative work in connection with preparing the cartoons for the screen, as that work is performed entirely by young men. For this reason, girls are not considered for the training school." The irony is that the rejection letter was that it was written on Snow White stationery, decorated with female characters. The Killer Beast. In the classic Disney film Beauty and the Beast, the servants in the mansion have all been turned into objects at the same time that the prince is turned into a beast. At one point in the film, Belle visits the West Wing area of the house, even though she is forbidden to, and finds broken furniture and other household objects. The only conclusion we can come to is that the beast killed these servants when he was angry and hid them in this wing of the mansion. When you're young, we don't really pick up on this, but the beast wasn't just a bad guy. He was also a murderer. Snow White was jobless. In Snow White, the leading lady had a job of taking care of the seven dwarfs, but in real life, actress Adriana Caselotti never worked again after she voiced the Disney princess. This was due to a contract that she signed with Disney. The company didn't want her voice featured anywhere else. The worst part is that Caselotti only made $970 for the film. She had no hard feelings, though. She once stated in an interview, "It's much better to have been part of one of the greatest films ever made than 10 mediocre ones."
That's point.
Real Human Bones. Before the hit film franchise that we all know now, Pirates of the Caribbean was a ride at Disneyland. It continues to be one of the most popular rides in the theme park, even though it is rumored that for years the skeletons used were made with real human bones. They were reportedly replaced with fake skeletons because it made people extremely uncomfortable, but there were whispers that they left a few human bones, including a skull, somewhere in the ride. Because of this, there are many who believe that the ride itself is haunted. Sex crimes. One of the worst and well-kept secrets about Disney is the numerous sex crime charges that are filed against workers at Disney World. These crimes include propositioning a minor, possessing child pornography, and sex crimes implementing children. There are over 35 cases that have been filed against workers of the theme parks.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The Toy Story one, as soon as I just heard Toy Story and one of the disturbing facts, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what are they going to say about it? Not too bad. I mean, everybody's probably going to fucking hate on me for saying this, but I've never seen The Shine, and it's supposed to be a really, really, really good film. So obviously I wouldn't have noticed, like, the similarities when I've watched the Toy Story films. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. It didn't destroy my childhood as much as I thought it was going to. I'm glad there was nothing about the Lion King in there. I mean, some of the facts are disturbing. I mean, the guy that was killed on the monorail, I wouldn't say he deserved it, but it was his own fault, because the security guard did yell at him to get off, but he stayed there and he got killed. It's not the theme park's fault, it was his fault. But then saying after that there has been loads of other ride accidents at Disneyland, it hasn't exactly given me the confidence to go back to Disneyland anytime soon. Not that I could afford it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll be doing a couple more videos today. So yeah, bye.